Hey, I'm Cornelis. Welcome to Your Band is a Business. This is my weekly update where I tell you what I've been doing to promote my music both online and in person. I'm not a guru, I'm just a guy that's trying to figure out the modern music industry as an independent musician. And if you are also an independent musician, artist, producer, and you are interested in growing your career, then please leave a comment and join the community that I want to create where we all learn from each other and support each other. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at is my Spotify stats. So at the moment, I'm sitting at 126 monthly listeners. Now, this is pretty good. I'm cautiously optimistic about the trend that I'm seeing because a couple of weeks ago, I reached 100 monthly listeners for the first time. And ever since then, there seems to be an ever so slight uptrend. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand when it comes to small numbers like this that there's going to be natural variation, right? And so tomorrow it could drop down to 95 and the day after it could be 135. But I'm cautiously optimistic because at the end of the day, I'm out there performing at open mics, performing gigs, I'm sharing my music on social media, and I'd like to think that my music is pretty good, right? So if enough people encounter it, then surely over time more and more people are going to listen to it. So I'm cautiously optimistic about the trend that I'm seeing. And of course, I'm trying not to get too emotionally attached to the numbers. I think we all know that these things can, as I said, they can vary day to day, week to week, and it's not good to like be super happy one day and then be all down the next just because of what the numbers are doing. But yeah, it's a nice little indicator to look at once in a while. Okay, so what have I been doing? So let's start with the online stuff. So I've been on TikTok, obviously. Now, last week I spoke about the change that happened because of the trip that I went on. So basically, for the past couple of months, really, I've been struggling in the dreaded 200 to 300 views on TikTok. But then I went on a trip to Lithuania, and that was partially a holiday, but partially to make music because my friend runs a music studio there. And the videos I posted while I was there were getting a lot more views. So as you can see here, 839, 799, 1045, 772, etc. And that's up from what I was getting before. Now, what is the reason for this? Is it because it's slightly more interesting content? I'm in a different country, or is it because I'm posting from a different country? So maybe TikTok, maybe there are not as many users uploading it in Lithuania, so there are more free views to get, as it were. Or maybe because I'm a tourist and a musician, so that's something more interesting to the people over there. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting more views. And so far, there's some spillover because these last three videos I posted here in London, 667, 698, 692. One of them was a really silly one of me just walking out of the gym, and the other two are performance videos, one next to the Thames River and one in front of Big Ben. So is this just spillover and I will start going down again to 200, 300 views? Or maybe TikTok gave me a chance and I'm being rewarded now, or maybe this content is just better. I don't know. We'll have to see over the coming days and weeks. Now, these videos I've obviously post on the other channels as well, and as I've mentioned before, sometimes something will work really well on one platform but not on another, or vice versa. So it's always worth posting your content on a bunch of different platforms. As you can see here, I had a video that did that's 1,476 views. This one had 1,344, and this one 572. The latest one 228, but I just posted that today, so I expect that to go up. And also I posted these videos on YouTube, and YouTube seems to have the greatest variation. Some videos, as you can see, 22 views, 37 views, but then the next one 437. So a lot more variability. The great thing about posting on YouTube Shorts, is that you can then link to a longer video. So these last two, basically, I'm performing my song Look Back and Laugh, and I have a lyric video on my channel, so I can link to that. And these two videos did quite well compared to what I normally get. So 446 views and 412. So, I haven't cracked short form video content just yet, but some of the videos I'm doing seem to be working better recently. So, I just need to continue at it. By the way, if you are an independent musician based in London and you want to make short form video content, get in touch with me, because I'm having to do this on my own, right, with a tripod, and it would be great to work with other independent musicians. So if you're in London, or you can get to London easily, and you want to make short form video content, then get in touch and we can help each other. So I'll film you, you film me, and we'll be able to make some cool content. Now, the other interesting thing that I did this week was I created this vlog, as it were. So one of the things I want to do is I want to create content about the things that I already do, right? So that's why I started this gig diary, which I talked about last time. So I'm going to these small gigs around the city anyway, so why not take some footage, speak to some people after the show, and upload it. And it's a piece of evergreen content that the fans of those other bands and artists might discover. It might get shared on social media by the bands that I went to see. So it's a nice bit of easy content, and I'm not changing my lifestyle. I'm going to gigs the way I normally do anyway. I'm just using that as an opportunity to create content. So anyway, I went to Lithuania for a little holiday and to make music. So I thought, okay, why not make a little vlog about this, about the experience. And it's something I did when I went to Riga in Latvia earlier in the year, and this time I expanded. I realized what I was going to do, so I put a bit more thought behind it, and not a lot of thought. I'm not a travel vlogger, so there's lots of things that I could have done, but that's in hindsight, and I will learn for next time. Anyway, I won't show you the whole video, but basically it's almost 14 minutes long, and what I do is I mix the holiday style content with behind the scenes content of me in the studio, and I use my own music as a soundtrack for the vlog. So I'll just show you in the first part here. I just introduce myself and explain why I'm in Lithuania, and while I'm talking on a low volume in the background, I'm playing one of my own songs, and I have here on screen, as you can see, song Look Back and Laugh. So whenever my music is playing, I make sure to let people know what song is playing, right? Let's go forward a bit, and okay, there's an ad, but basically there's some footage of where I'm walking around the city or showing a nice view, as you can see here, and while I'm showing that, here it says song and then the name of my song. There's some behind the scenes footage. So here I'm recording a song. Now this song is not out yet, obviously, and it won't be released probably until next year, but I put the name of the song anyway, because again, this is a piece of evergreen content. It's going to exist on my channel forever. So when the song comes out, people might like that particular song, they'll be introduced to my music, or they'll discover this video. Anyway, I want them to know that this guitar part that I'm recording is from that song. And again, there's some more holiday type footage of me visiting various places around Lithuania. And I also went to a small gig. As you can see here, it was on a rooftop, so that was interesting. So I took some footage of that, and then afterwards I interviewed this girl that I met, and asked her what she thought of the band. So normally that I would do that as a separate gig diary video, but because this was in Lithuania, I decided to include it in this this travel vlog. And then some more behind the scenes of me recording vocals. Again, I put the name of the song, even though this song hasn't been released yet. And then at the end, I just do a wrap up about my time in Lithuania, and then I show some more B footage, as it were. So I just took some shots while I was walking around the city during the day and at night, and of course my song is playing while that footage is showing. And then at the end here, I list all the songs that were featured in this vlog. And yeah, so it's something that I was doing anyway. I was on a little holiday / recording music trip, so why not take some footage, talk about what I'm doing, and create a little vlog and soundtrack it with my own music. So now, so far it's received 398 views in the past 3 days, and for me that's pretty good, because if I go to my channel, you'll see normally I'm getting 13 views, 19 views, 28 views. You know, it's not that much. The performance views will get a bit more, or the lyric videos will get some more views. But I'm a small channel, right? So 390 views is pretty good. Is it 390? Depending on where you look. Here it says 398. This video helped push me over 100 subscribers. So now I'm at 103 subscribers. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, it's a lot harder to grow an artist channel than it is to grow an educational or informational channel. So don't be fooled by these music marketing gurus. If they point to their own channels and say, look at me, I've got thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Don't get me wrong, that's an achievement, but that's not the same as growing an artist channel. So this channel, Your Band is a Business, I now have more than 500 subscribers, and comparatively speaking, I put a lot less effort into this channel than into my artist social media, right? So for this channel, Your Band is a Business, I literally turn on my camera and start recording, and I start talking about what I've been up to, and obviously I'm putting effort into this, but that's it. I barely edit it, and I just upload it as is. Whereas when it comes to creating social media content for myself as an artist, I'm trying to find interesting locations, and I'm editing, and I'm color correcting, and you know, I just created this travel vlog. So I'm doing all kinds of things, but it's much harder to grow your social media following than it is to grow informational or educational channels. So yeah, just no shade on the gurus. Don't get me wrong. It is a great achievement to grow a big YouTube channel, for example, but it's not the same as growing an artist channel. So take their advice, but take it with a grain of salt. Okay, that's all the online stuff. Now, in terms of what I've been doing in real life, I've been performing at open mics again. And I found a new one in Old Street, which is every Friday, and that looks quite promising. When I performed there, I had like 3 or 4 people come up to me afterwards telling me how much they enjoyed it, and they asked for my Spotify right there and then, and some of them took videos of me and they shared that on social media. So it looks really promising. I'm always looking for open mic nights where it's not just other musicians, or it's people that are interested in discovering new music and new artists. So when I first started performing open mic nights, I would perform anywhere, anytime. But now I'm a bit more selective in where I choose to perform, and I'm looking for places where the audience is going to be interested in discovering new artists. So it looks like I've discovered a new open mic night that I can try out. I'll definitely try go again and see if it's the same. But it was fun to play regardless, of course. In terms of my upcoming music, I'm waiting for the trumpet player to come back with a recording of some trumpet parts, so that the next song can be mixed finally, and I hope to release that before the end of August. After that, I have another song of the current project that I want to release, so that will come out in the autumn at some point. Then there's another song that was recorded 2 years ago or so, and a couple of weeks ago I recorded 3 more songs that will come out next year. So it looks like I'm ahead of myself. I've got songs that I don't have the final mixes, but the core components have been recorded, so they're in the library, as it were, and I've got music that will see me through until at least the end of the spring next year, if not longer, if I decide to release some live recordings, which is my intention. Okay, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments what you have been up to in order to promote your music. Let me know what's working for you, what's not working for you. Oh, sorry, by the way, there's one more thing I want to talk about, which is the ads that I've been running. So I've been running ads on Facebook and Instagram they were with the goal of just getting views, so not conversion optimized campaigns, but optimized towards getting views. I decided to pause those, and I've not seen any impact on my Spotify results. So it's not to say that those campaigns were a failure, because I've used them in order to build up an audience and then use that to build a lookalike audience. So that has been very useful, but it doesn't seem like people were listening to my music off the back of those ads. But I am still running. Let me show you the ads that are going to this Spotify playlist. So it's London's best new raw indie bands, and so far I have 35 saves on this playlist, so it's growing steadily, and I am still running an ad campaign that is pointed towards this playlist. Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. This is the end. Once again, if you're an independent artist, musician, music producer, leave a comment. Let me know what you are doing in order to promote your music. What is working, what isn't working. Share it with the community. Let's build a community of like-minded people, and we can all help each other grow. Okay, that really is it. I'll speak to you guys next time.